The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Washington.
All right, now I'm good.
You think the fans are ready for this?
Damn, I hate this crowd shit. Them niggas is jumping.
All right, guys, let's chat for just a moment about Washington. They lose in the semis last year. Any potential for a hangover this season?
I don't think so, and I think they obviously didn't finish last season the way they wanted to, but having the success they had, David, that opened the eyes to a lot of portal players around the country. They wanted to come here knowing they could build on that and take the next step.
And sometimes it takes those steps, Jesse. Like, you've got to crawl before you walk in this team.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the
I thought he was fast on that.
Washington wants to go quickly. Looking to pass. It's Applewhite. Got his man quickly. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
They're going back to the ground. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
Right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it. Still in a great position. Way to stay ahead of the chains.
The pull and throw off the RPO. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Got his man. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. Productive pass offense for the Huskies, and they've had a long line of quarterbacks who've gone on to the pros.
Yeah, a lot of guys that you can think of. Warren Moon obviously was so dynamic, so good, but guys that were surgical, guys that read the defenses, made the decision, made big plays. That's what the Husky fans want to see.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Back to pass, it's Applewhite. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
And that's a play the defense absolutely had to have. This game right now is sort of still in the balance. And after a long drive by the offense on third down, the defense able to make a play, get a hit on the target, knock it loose for an incompletion. And now it's decision time if you're on offense. What do you do here on fourth?
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it.
Oh, what a flag! Oh, what a flag!
Message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these fourth downs.
That's a flag, bro.
But don't let it be a detriment moving forward. You want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
The RPO, it's complete.
That's a flag.
Picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Looking to throw on first down. He lobs one high down the left side. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things
come on,
worse.
freshman.
There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. Making side adjustments here. Looking downfield on first down. Quick strike complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Let's talk for a second about Auburn. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, David?
That means your system and your culture is working, man, because these guys so often are just going for the next opportunity, the next bag of money. Nice job. They kept their guys that they recruited, that they love.
Yeah, it sounds so cliche, but these players really have bought in to this coaching staff and the message and what they're preaching. They all believe they could do something very special this season.
Get the fuck out of here.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short game. Second down coming up. They'll leave it with him. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
The Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work.
221 wing. 221 wing.
Direct snap. Running into the open space. Knocked down, but not before he crossed into the red zone and picked up 4 yards down to the 17. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Pulls and fires complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air, it's Stockton. Got his man. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. He's got it. And the defense forces him to step out at the 3.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing there.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Muscling ahead on third and short. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense? Up front, their front 7, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. And this one shouldn't be too taxing, a 23-yard try. He slides that just inside the right upright. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They're looking for any type of offense to try to get this thing going, down 3-0. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup. They come to the line, 2nd and 7. To the air, it's Applewhite. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Well, the QB and receiver are trying to hook up there on a curl route, but the DB just had better coverage and he knocked it away.
Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on 3rd down. Got his man on the right. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a 1st down at the 38. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the record.
Tackle is made at the 48. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the 1st down. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open, quarterback's best friend. And this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Back to pass. Quickly complete. He'll get it inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39 before he goes out of bounds.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. You're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And the Huskies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Dropping back, it's Applewhite. Firing to the right, complete. Turning it on. He stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond.
And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Huskies. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And the extra point makes it 7-3. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Tulane delivered the knockout blow early in this one, en route to the type of win that can turn some heads there in the American. Trust me when I say the party is on in New Orleans. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Wide receiver going in motion. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And that one's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
the shotgun. They go to the ground. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule and it makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy.
Breaks into the open. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. They try to pop a run on the draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. Throws to the back. Right on the money. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Gets it out quickly. And he picks up the 1st down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. Auburn lines up quickly. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Grabs it in the middle. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Leaves it with the back. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the 1st down. They'll try to get it off quickly. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Fires into the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half. And it just turns out to be a missed opportunity. You get the ball in the red zone, and you turn it over.
Momentum, it plays a big role for teams and especially for offenses. And when you have chances like that, when you're down in this area of the field, you've got to be able to come away with points. Even if it's not going to be a touchdown, you are not leaving this area of the field without putting at least 3 up on the board. Missed up.
There he goes. The 40, the 30, running inside the 20. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. They go to the ground. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. The offense burns his 3rd and final timeout of the half. just enough time for one final play in this half. Quarterback may change this route. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Bringing the heat. Can't find a receiver, and down goes the quarterback. A sack to punctuate this first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
That's it.
The Huskies will kick it away to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Selvia. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football, Palmer, out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision if they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Auburn to the line in a hurry.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Lost to throw again. Caught near the sticks. It's Selvia. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll go with a direct snap. There he goes. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28.
Niggas need that.
And the Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Looking to throw at Stockton. It's complete. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Wide open downfield. So that penalty is going to cost them the... down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this. in this game. And all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's fourth down coming. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Dropping back, it's Applewhite. Makes the grab. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. It's complete. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy in that slot position.
Got the quick pass. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Quickly to the tight end. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got...
It's a seam wide open. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Washington.
I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that, and he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
And the extra point puts him on top 21-6. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Bringing it back. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Oh, what vision. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And after the extra point, it's a one-possession game, down 21-13. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. A quick pass to the left. Still running at the 40. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Quick completion to the right. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks and first down.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. The give on the inside. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
How about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football. Great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. That's the end of the quarter, and Washington has the lead. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success on that play. Really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
On third and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. To the air, it's Applewhite. Deflected near the end zone.
After that incompletion on third and short, it's going to be an interesting decision for the head coach because I know he believes in his guys to go get it here on fourth down and pad the lead. But if you kick a field goal, you make it a 2-possession game here in the second half, and I think that's the right decision.
Field goal is good. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing it. Good decision by the head coach here in the fourth quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. The offense changing the play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Fires left. It's caught.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Wants to throw. It's Stockton. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. Sometimes a quarterback just needs to turn the ball loose. It was like he tried to guide that one in, and it disrupted the timing.
Yeah, and just like in basketball, when you shoot a shot and you start trying to aim it, you really miss. You know, quarterbacks, they got to quickly be able to recognize, do I need to fire it? Do I need to put a little air underneath it? And it's just a tough thing for a quarterback to be able to do. But over time, you see they have less and less mishaps like that.
Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's third down from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. The sure hands, it's Henderson. Oh, he's got some space. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Wants to fire on second down. Using the quick game. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions. Got to continue to get these first downs. Move quick. Don't be in a hurry. But they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
Got it behind the line. It's Henderson. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play. Able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Back to pass. It's Stockton. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
And a really great job by the defense adjusting now, because on this drive, this quarterback has found his guy a few times, and now the defense is saying, we are double covering him. You might throw it somewhere else, but that guy is not going to make the catch.
Might be changing the route. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. There's the pressure. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really quiet.
No good. After the missed field goal, still down by 11. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
Yeah, I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical in this drive.
And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. But we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on third down. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Punt is is in the air. Wants to bring it back. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. So here comes the Auburn offense. A really nice job methodically driving down the field the last time they had it, but the missed field goal ruined the drive. Scrambling away. He throws back to the left side. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. They'll try to run for it. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Back to throw. It's Stockton. Right on the money. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Got it. He thought he might turn that into a score, but the defense able to wrestle him down short. They'll stop him at the 3. Power football with the run. Give him 6 and give them a chance with the late touchdown still alive in this one.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
First part of the equation complete with the touchdown. Now the 2-point try if you want to make the deficit just a field goal. The give. Stop short. They'll bring him down at the 1. He just couldn't get it in. Just over 50 seconds to go. They're trying to pull off a comeback, and they'll need to get this onside kick to do it. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Under a minute to go. Just take a knee here and avoid the potential for disaster.
And we've seen it, Reese, very recently in schools that might be in the Sunshine State that decided to run the football and run plays, and it's come back to bite them. So there's nothing wrong, Jesse, with being conservative, taking a knee, taking the victory.
I think Miami and Georgia Tech are heeding your advice very, very carefully based on what we've seen in those recent years. Don't have to overthink this thing. Victory formation, leave the stadium with a W.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee.
Well, you got to wonder about the play call there. 3rd and long, hoping to catch the defense off guard, napping, but they weren't fooled. They made a play, got the tackle for loss. Now you've got 4th in California.
Fourth down, and this crowd trying to help this defense rise to the occasion. The give to the fullback. And after the short run, the clock hits 0, and we are all wrapped up